With it being like 2 weeks, not even 2 weeks, until the Switch 2 released, I felt like it was the perfect time for you to sit with the camera, just me and you, and give you some really important updates about where the channel is going over the next couple of months. To be honest, how I've managed to take 6 months worth of weekly Zelda content in maybe one of the driest periods I can remember for Zelda in a long time. I'm not even really sure, but I thought it's going to get busy. There are going to be things coming up, and having just hit 500 subscribers here on the Zelda Realm, now's the time to sit down and tell you what the future holds for this channel. So sit down and let's have a chat. Alright, so firstly, a massive thank you to you if you're subscribed. And if you haven't subscribed, hit that button, just do it now. For subscribing and getting us to 500 subs here before the Switch 2 releases. That was the goal I set about a month ago. Because of that, I'm going to be doing a vlog on the day of the Switch 2's release, going there, picking up my console, unboxing, all that kind of stuff. Because I have taken the day off work like a sad little guy at 26 years old to go and pick up a video game console. Yes, I am that guy. I'm aware that maybe it might seem a bit weird, but gotta do it. Just gotta do it. Had to do it. So you can look forward to that vlog on the day the Switch 2 releases. I will be trying to edit that bad boy together for you to be released that evening. That's on the 5th of June, so that was just for getting to 500 subs, so thank you for that. In terms of the direction this channel's going, so the aim is obviously to get 1,000 subscribers, and I've always said that when we reach 1,000 subscribers, I will be releasing the Tears of the Kingdom retrospective, so stay tuned for that retrospective. I'm also now going to be doing a lot of live streaming, so one of the things I was really passionate about before I started this channel and really enjoyed was hanging out with the community on live streams, just chatting. I'm not someone who comes on here and is looking for lots of money or looking for all that stuff. I just like being able to chat to people, and live streaming is the best way that I can chat to you guys directly face to face. So when the Switch 2 does release, my plan is that the link's in the description on twitch.tv/the Zelda Realm. I'll be playing through the Wind Waker on stream, doing 3 to 4 streams a week for an hour and a half at a time. So basically my plan is the working day here finishes 5 PM BST. Once I've finished work, I'll go live for an hour and a half, and it'll be like an after work debrief, playing through Wind Waker, and I'm just looking forward to that. Those VODs will then be uploaded onto the Zelda Realm Plays. So that is the channel where VODs will go. That will be all playthroughs of the games. You will find them on that channel. So if that's something that interests you, do subscribe to that channel, because uploads will be starting in about 2 weeks' time. In terms of content, I don't see it changing in terms of weekly uploads, weekly discussions. I think a lot of it is going to be centered around the new content that we get on Switch 2. And of course, we're expecting Age of Imprisonment to come towards the back end of this year, so you can expect that to come up too. My thing is, guys, I just really want to build a community of people who either are interested in Zelda, interested in Nintendo, for some reason maybe interested in me. So I have set up a Discord server, the link of which is also in the description of this video, where you can go in and find like-minded people in there just to chill and chat. This is the first official launch of the Discord, so it is very much in its infancy. So if you want to be one of the first people to join the server, just click the link in the description below, and it will be great to chat with you all about Zelda and other things, because also I love gaming outside of Zelda, so there'll be plenty of chat about things in there. Finally, I just wanted to quickly mention that I do have a Patreon, which I expect absolutely 0 people to pledge on. It is there for the future. You can be a non-subscribing member if you want, but basically once the Switch 2 releases, I'll be starting to post on there again. So if you do want to support me further, and again I am not expecting it whatsoever, you can find the link for that in the description below. They will be the links will be in the description of every video from now on. So the second channel, the Twitch, Discord and Patreon, you'll all find those in the description of every single video. In terms of the future, look, the future's bright. I have a passion to make this my full-time career. Zelda is something that I've always loved, and I've finally given it a go. Here in Northern Ireland, I don't think we have a culture of encouraging people to do this kind of thing. It feels like a very alien thing. People often cringe at it or like, oh, that's embarrassing or whatever, but I am fully committed to this. I'm so grateful for everybody's support so far. Never in my wildest dreams did I expect to even be at 500 subs in 6 months, which in terms of YouTube is still very small, but for me it means a great deal. So once again, I just want to say thank you. And to thank you for your support and for watching, please take a look at this. This video is 20 years in the making. Not because Tears of the Kingdom is 20 years old, but because it's been 20 years since my grandfather first introduced me to the Legend of Zelda. And while it's 7 years old, I wasn't aware of how much of an impact this would have on me. It's safe to say that this event would be single-handedly responsible for me making this video today. It wasn't necessarily the gameplay that captured me then. It was the bright colours of the Wind Waker, the cheery and light music, and of course the art style that really had me interested. Every time I hear Dragon Roost Island, it takes me back to the mid-2000s, to 7-year-old me not even doing much in the game, but just appreciating the game for what I was able to comprehend it to be. Laughing at Link's yells as I made him roll over and over again, being afraid of the strange pigmen, as I called them, and ultimately getting my grandpa to do every single puzzle for me. But I loved it, because it was fun. And in 2025, the idea of a game being fun resonates even more now. We live in times where consumer and industry standards have pushed games to being less about fun and more about how long they take to beat, as consumers become more concerned about cost per hour and getting the best value for money. And it's not impossible to have games that are fun and long. After all, we will be talking about 2 of them in this video, but so many miss the mark and sacrifice fun for the benefit of content. One of the best selling games of recent times, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, is the perfect case study for this, and at an overall context, Assassin's Creed is a standout example of the evolution of gaming in the last 15 years. A series once beloved for its fun gameplay loop and innovative storytelling has become a shadow of itself, pun fully intended, where game length has become top priority. Valhalla's story alone clocked in at 90 hours, which is the equivalent of watching the full Lord of the Rings trilogy 10 times, while only delivering 20% of the story. A series once beloved for its intriguing and captivating world building and use of historical figures is now approached by fans with a sense of skepticism and negativity, a dread of how long the game might be, rather than an excitement for what a new iteration might bring. It's a sad depiction of how many companies have begun to value quantity over quality, and in an industry where bug-ridden and incomplete games are the norm, the modern classics we do get begin to stand out even more. So in that regard, what makes Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom such marvels is that they not only are long in their playtime, though often this is dictated completely by player choice and freedom, but that they make every moment fun, iterating from the pillars that made classics such as The Wind Waker and A Link Between Worlds so fun. It's this fun that has made The Legend of Zelda my favourite form of any media, the only franchise I have cared for the majority of my life, and ultimately why I'm sitting recording this video today. It's what has also made Zelda one of gaming's longest running franchises, and in today's video I want to deep dive into Link's biggest ever adventure, exploring the highs and the lows, and ultimately breaking down all the elements that showed Nintendo's desire to push Zelda as the game to play on their flagship console. So strap in, grab yourself a drink and a snack, and come with me as we dive deep into Tears of the Kingdom.